Hello and greetings, welcome back to Anno 1800 Extreme Edition. Now, looking at Valdemar, last episode we, well, kind of like did a lot of things to increase the happiness of my people. It's still not enough though. We still have some unhappy investors and I would like to continue and improve on that situation. Also, of course, we are under constant, well, pressure from all sides really. Benta and Princess Ching are really, you know, increasing their fleet sizes again. I mean, not really the fleet sizes per se, but they're moving more and more ships into our area again. There was quite a break. There used to be quite a break. Now let's just have my little propaganda working for us. I'm still going with a bit of money there. We have the influence. I would like to actually, let's do it like that. I would like to keep a bit of that, but other than that, we should be fine. I would like to save up a bit more money there because we are in the business of taking over islands, and in that case, we do need more money. I don't want to get too far low or too low anymore on my balance. 3 million we have right now. That's fine, but it's not enough if we want to really take over islands. Those two ships I'm going to send to repair, and those two ships are going to, well, chase one of these shippies here. This battle cruiser there, that's once again trying to annoy me here a bit. Other than that, we're looking fine. Now let's just check once again my city itself. We actually do have some supply problem right now. Coffee is out. That's because my coffee trade routes have been disrupted by the enemy, and I'm just rebuilding that, so the ships with coffee are coming in, but we should still look out for having enough coffee there. The light bulbs is another problem. I've already worked on that a bit, so we have an additional filament factory now working. That should solve the problem there a bit. Let's just check our light bulb production. It's still negative. We have 3 light bulb factories now working. I can still have another one, and I will. This is to further increasing the workforce needed, or the workforce demand that we have for those people. Well, in general, it's going to solve itself, I think. Glass we have enough, filament we have enough, so it's just a bit of light bulbs that's needed, and with the coffee, the workforce should be stabilizing again. The other thing is, that's new actually, is the glasses. Now glasses seems to be negative. Glasses does require glass and brass. We have both of them. Now let's just check real quick my glasses production over there. We only have 2, I just realized. That's of course not enough by far. So there we have the spectacle factory. I have one more available, so let's build this one. Let's get rid of this fire station there, so we can squeeze in another one here. This road is not needed at the moment, right? So that's not something I would like to keep. And here we have the road then. In this little corner, I'm going to squeeze in then my fire department, since we always need that, of course. Oh, that engineer workforce shortage is looking rough there at the moment, but I think it's not a big deal. We still have that battle cruiser there annoying us a bit in the channel area. Shouldn't be a big problem, really. So that's that. Coffee, bicycles, glasses should solve itself. A new production that we have then coming up is the cigars. Now for cigars, we're going to need a bit more preparation. It's not going to be so easy. I just really want to make sure that those things are working. Let's build this next spectacle factory here. Let's upgrade my warehouse in this area too. And the other thing is really the light bulbs for that. Let's just have another filament factory. They all require engineers, unfortunately, so this is a bit of a problem. We still have some artisans that I can upgrade. Let's just do this one though. That's just a short relief that we have, because with that, of course, we also face a demand, an increasing demand for products, but we should be fine. Now that's that. Workforce is fine, and we just wait there now for those productions and also for the coffee to flood in again. I do have 2 available cargo ships. In order to further reinforce my productions, I would like to assign a 3rd one to the coffee, just in case, right? That's important. We already have 3 on the rum. We have, I think, 1 on the caoutchouc, which I think, in my opinion, is not enough. So let's just have another one on the caoutchouc. I have enough influence, so I could also go with another cargo ship. Let's build this one. We're going to need this for the cigars then soon. My warships are being repaired right now. Some little skirmishes here that I don't really care about. Let's get my fleet down here again to secure that channel. Now, while the consumer goods in Vandermark are recovering, I want to focus on my next production chain, which is the tobacco. The tobacco in Murillo town, or in my fair town of Murillo that we have, we do need, well, quite a few things before we really dig into that. First of all, a cool thing is with the bonus of the world conqueror, we do have a 200 additional workforce available. World leader it was on my islands, on all my islands. So a bit of obreros we already have, but it's of course by far not enough. Murillo, it's so scary when one of them moves in here. That's fortunately the pirate. Fortunate for us, right? Holy moly! I definitely want to see them in action at some point. What we definitely need here is more people. So first of all, Murillo needs to grow. We have the lumberjack huts here that I've well placed in the beginning. I think it's time now to move them a bit further away. Plus, we don't need that many of them anymore. So I think this small island here would be quite fine for it. We could also just have some of them on that side here, right? So there is one. Yeah, actually, let's have two, or even let's have two here. Right, so they're being then connected, and then we're going to have those sawmills just over there, and this should be totally fine for now. Probably could also squeeze in another one in this area, but let's just wait on that. And now we can get rid of that, and those two sawmills here. Right, let's also get rid of that warehouse there, as we don't need it anymore. We can also now continue building a few more houses in Murillo, just like that, over here and here. And it's pretty important that we do this one, actually. Oh. Purchasing back those shares is important. I want to save up a bit of more money before I take over those islands. That's pretty vital in my opinion, as it's going to be quite expensive, and I still need to keep a lot of money in my pockets for for fending off takeovers and stuff like that. And for my industry, which is just increasingly more expensive. Everything else would be just too risky, way too risky. A new block is coming along. That's looking good. Murillo is really growing. Let's just build all of them, really. And those people, they don't really have anything yet, right? So we're not really producing anything at this point. That's about to change. What I need to do is I need to get the plantain over here. Now we are producing plantain in Lagar already, and I think quite a lot of that as well. Actually, not that much. We have no surplus, actually. In Lagar, we only have the coffee. There's no more space for anything else, right? So, well, tobacco here is impossible, really. But what we can do is we can increase our little production here and have a new trade route going over to Murillo. Or, that would be the alternative, we just produce it in Murillo itself. It's possible. It doesn't require that much space. This one here is another city area. Here we still have a bit of space left that I could use for that. Oh, Bente, what are you telling me here? That you sunk one of my ships?
Ship under attack.
And was it a cargo ship? What was it? He's actually moving more and more ships in here. Yes, it was. Oh, it was my steel and schnapps trade route. Right, I'm moving in now my other ships here once again. I was thinking about putting them on patrol, but the reality is patrols are incredibly inefficient, and I'm still losing ships even outside of it, right? Because those patrols are slow, they take a lot of time, they don't react to immediate danger. So in that case, I was never really a fan of those patrols. Plus, I would have to split up my ships into smaller sections, and the enemy could take them out then one by one, without me actually realizing that. So I'm not doing patrols for now. Though, of course, I will need more ships in the area. I'm building 2 more cargo ships there right now. We should be able, yes, to build another heavy warship. Archie, do you have something for sale? Only oil tankers. It seems like Archie is completely focusing on the oil tankers for now. And he's not selling anything else anymore. And that was, I remember a time in other games where he did never really sell oil tankers, and I was bound to produce them myself. Now there's this battlecruiser here that's been annoying me for quite some time. Let's end its misery, because it really is just that. I don't have any cargo ships left, so yeah, we really need to build more of these. Broker, another influence bonus. 27 we still have. Let's build those 4 cargo ships. One is coming out soon. Going to be replacing the sunk one right away. Look at that. No idea what that suicide missions are all about. I think Benta has a waypoint somewhere set out for my harbor because they're just rushing right into that. Which is madness, really. There's the new cargo ship. So let's just put this one on the Schnapps and Steel one. Salacia 2. Vampire Squid was the other one, unfortunately. That's a really cool name.
New orders.
Let's keep this one at Vampire Squid 2. Just because that name is so cool. Now, my ships are there. We have also quite repaired the other 2 heavy warships that we had in the area. And there's no bigger warship now in my area, so we can focus finally on something else, and that is my tobacco. That was here. So I said I want to use this small area there for my plantain production, right? We have the plantains here, and I think I don't need more than 3 of them, right? Because we are really producing a lot of those fried plantains at some point, and it just makes sense to, yeah, not really build more than that. Plus, it's also a huge waste space there naturally. Let's have these 3 here. So this one is also using that whole corner there. So we're using this one here, perfectly fine. And here, what I can do is I can have my obrero production. So that is the alpaca farms and stuff like that. The kitchens, let's have 3 kitchens just around here. I have the reserve of 1 more. We can also have another, or we should have a fire station here for sure. Another warehouse. Just about here. We should still look out for a bit of symmetry, at least where I can. And then we have the ponchos, which is basically one of the most easiest productions ever. I'm going with another 3 for now, and we'll just see how it then turns out at the end. That's fine, and then I'm going to use this one here to top it off. And then we have the poncho darners too, and I think let's just use this one here as well. Right, I could still squeeze in another one here in this area if I want to, but it's fine. We still have more space then as well to expand. The only thing I still need is the fish oil factory. 3 should be fine, and we can squeeze in those 3 right away, as we should. And let's start with 2 actually, because I don't want to overload my economy there too quickly. Those 2 we can build as well. 2 kitchens, the fire station, 2 alpaca farms, and 2 poncho darners, plus the warehouses. Boom! There we have it. All the productions that we need for obreros.
Ship under attack.
Alright, it's just a normal battle cruiser. I haven't seen a battleship in a long time now from Bente. Perhaps she's not able to afford them anymore. That would be amazing. That's that. Productions are ramping up. Fine as well. We have the people here. We have the marketplace. So we'll need another marketplace in that area here, in this beautiful corner that we have over here. What a beautiful island this is, really. There we have that block, right? And we, as we can see, we can use that road here just fine. And then I can have more people here if I want to. So workforce should not be a big deal in Murillo. Let's also have another chapel.
Under attack.
Fine. And some more blocks here. But that's really going to be the end here soon for Murillo, because of course we also still need some space for industry. Those cigar factories, they require quite a lot of space. Just with the gold up here, it's gold, right? It is gold. Yeah, there's nothing else here other than gold. And there we have that. We have lots of timber, so I'm going ahead and just build a few of them here then as well. Should be fine still. Perfect. That's going to be a nice downtown here. Once we upgrade all of that to bricks then as well, perhaps. And as we can see, productions is now coming in here. Those alpaca farms, I had to remodel them because once again, I was a bit stupid there in my endeavor to do this as quickly as possible. And of course they need 4 fields, but no worries here, everything is fine. And they're working now, as we can see. That's fine. I think we could upgrade them pretty soon now, right? Yes, it's already coming in here, the first productions. We can prepare the next things right away. First of all, I would like to check something though. And that is my cargo ship production, right? So 3 more. One is coming up soon. That's going to be for the coffee then. How is my goods looking? It's looking better now. Light bulbs, coffee, glasses are in again. Glasses, fine. And yep, also here everything is fine. So my city is looking good at the moment. 65,000 on the income is amazing there as well. I love that. Now, the coffee. I don't think we need more caoutchouc than that. So that's pretty much the end of my caoutchouc production. We can still boost them. We can still boost them by 50% if I want to. And I don't think it's adding too much unhappiness. No, it's actually fine. We could do it if we need that amount of caoutchouc. Right? So what I can do here is I'm going to use this whole space for my tobacco plantations now. For that, I'm going to have another warehouse here and another warehouse here. Oh, that's a lot of space for my tobacco. There we have my cigars. I think, yep, what we are still needing is some bricks though. So I think we have a clipper. We have so many bricks in Ravenna. It's beautiful. Let's purchase this chair here real quick.
Good and ready.
And allow the opponents to earn on my islands. So let's just get all of those tons over there. Speaking about shares on my islands, Vandenberg belongs to me. Perfect. That's how it should be. Now that we have our tobacco plantations, wasn't that difficult? Actually, it's pretty difficult, these tobacco thingies, because they require a lot of modules, almost 200 tobacco modules. That's insane. That's a lot. And this whole corner of my map is now filled with tobacco. We still could add some more here, and that's that. Though it's not the only thing that we need. There's also the wood veneers, right? So we have cigars, the cigar factory, and the wood or the marquetry workshop that actually requires logs. Now, logs, I have 2 lumberjack huts. That's not going to be enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to boost them. Very good, with no penalty whatsoever. With the boost, this 66% lumberjack hut here is actually working at over 100%. So that's perfectly fine using it here. And I will probably need a 3rd one or 4th one somewhere across the region. So there, it's not possible. Here, nope, it's not possible. I would love to have a warehouse close by. There we have it. Right, so this one for the warehouse, that's fine. Then we have some space here where we can fit them in. How good is that? Some marquetry workshops. We're going to need a lot of cigar factories. Those cigar factories will be situated on that side. There we still have the warehouse. There we have them. And I think for starters, we can have 4 of them. Just keep us a bit of a distance here. Also for fire reasons, but also because it's just more efficient. I might have a 5th one somewhere, but I don't think we need more than that for now. My aim is to build 3. We'll also need, as always, a fire station somewhere in the area. So let's just have this one up there. Right, so 3 of them. One of them is consuming a lot of tobacco. So tobacco is being produced every 2 minutes. Cigar is producing every 30 seconds. That means 1 cigar factory requires 4 plantations. We have 4, we have 8, but that's it, right? So I only have 2. I still need 3 more of those guys. So let's just add them here as well, then right next to them, I think. Or here. Yep, let's just have a look for the marketing workshops. Oh, actually, what I see is also 2 marquetry workshops for 1 cigar factory. That means I need 6 marquetry workshops if I want to make this work. Insane. It's a lot of productions here that we need. 6 of them, so I might just add a few more here. And there we have the 6 of them. I will also need another warehouse then in this area. And I will still need my tobacco production. So there we have the remaining tobacco plantations. The space is getting tough. That's not going to be a beautiful beach here with all the tobacco plantations, but still. Alrighty, there we have everything that we need. I guess we can go ahead now and start by building this warehouse here. I'm going ahead and build 3 of those guys here. With that, we already will need more bricks again with the marquetry. So let's just send this one back to Ravenna. Also, I have to upgrade now my people in Murillo. Let's go ahead and do this. We have enough timber, so I'm going ahead and upgrade this whole bunch there. New city status colony. We still have some timber left, so let's build those. We still need some jornaleros. It's going to be very tight here, right? We need to be very efficient with how we want to handle it. Let's get cracking with the next 150 tons of bricks and also some timber there to speed it up.
On our way.
While we do that, it still surprises me that they're trying to take over my islands here. So this is Bente, right? And this time it's actually a bigger force than it used to be. We're going to lose one of my heavy warships here. Yeah, I can't change that, but I think the island should still stand fine. It's barely losing any morale at this point, and yeah, there's only 2 battle cruisers left, so I don't think she's got any chance there, but it was a nice surprise, to be honest, to have this smaller attack on one of my islands. We should really be careful there with all of these thingies. And as we can see, this one's going down. I might need to rebuild. Yep, let's build another heavy warship. I might also... I would so love to get the battleships, but we're still far away from that. Let's build battle cruisers, 2 of them. Very good. And also all my ships have been repaired. Let's get them back to my main fleet, which is now growing and growing. We still have a task though. We should not forget about that. We have Murillo. I got the marketing workshops. They're all now working fine, right? So we are producing quite a lot of logs, I think 7 per minute. That's fine. All of them need 1 per minute. We have 6, so that's that. Next is my tobacco plantations. A lot of them, and that's all the timber really. 47,000 credits. And quite a lot of workforce. I will need more timber. We're not producing enough. But lucky us, we have Ravenna close by. Alrighty, and there we have all of the tobacco plantations, and all of that for, well, a whopping 3 cigar factories, and that's it. Let's build all 3 of them. There we have them. As we can see, my obreros once again has tanked quite a bit, so we should be upgrading a few more. By the way, also a few more jornaleros over there. And I'm pretty sure, yep, that by now, since we're growing a bit too fast there, yep, I do need to also build the remaining alpaca workshop, fry plantain, and kitchen, and the last fish oil factory there as well, just so that we have enough products coming in so we can upgrade a few more for the remaining obreros. But that's it then. Then we have our cigars. This one is actually already working or starting to work. I might also, to further speed it up, have some paved roads in this area. This is looking fine. I love it when there's a hill going up there and we can see that far beautiful. Here, I'm also going to have some paved roads, just in case we have the timber to spare, and it's speeding up basically the whole production cycle that we have. Fine. The only thing I now need is a trade route, and I'm going to have Murillo now, going all the way there to Vandemark with a new product, and that is the cigars. My investors will be stoked. They will be really happy about that. Let's just make this one full for Vandemark there, and we should already have some, yep, cargo ships available. Puerco, Invicto, and Neria Jobble. Let's have Puerco for now. Probably going to have 2 trade routes for this one anyway. Let's also upgrade this road here in the center so that my Murillo, which is really growing but at this point, is looking a bit proper here with some paved roads. That we also have then a beautiful stone bridge right here in the center. Fantastic. I could definitely see myself having a vacation in this area. And since we have 3 cigar factories working, we are producing now around, let's just see, this one is producing every 30 seconds. So we have a surplus of 6 cigars per minute. And let's just see how high the demand is. Probably higher than that. Nope, only 3 per minute. So we have enough cigars. So we can even, yeah, expand my little town and still have enough. It baffles me how little cigars we actually need. I mean, on the other hand, it is quite expensive, right? This is now working. Fantastic. We are also looking good on the obrero workforce since the plantain and the ponchos is now coming in. We can upgrade them as well. Let's just check this one. Surplus of 1 for each. That's fine. And my cigars are working. Pooh, that was a huge chunk of work that is behind us now for a glorious big city, Vandemark. Stay tuned.